Welcome back, and now to tech.
Eris, powering your digital world.
The annual Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas draws 180,000 people, 4,000 exhibits, and 1,000 speakers. This year, an Israeli delegation of 22 startups pitched their tech, including 2 who won awards in innovation. Here with more is our tech contributor, Vili Abraham. Hello, Vili.
Hi.
So we talk about a lot of Israeli startups, during your regular segment, but a big deal. 24 Israeli startups representing Las Vegas.
Yeah, that's true. And first of all, it's the 51st conference. The first one was in 1978. 4,000 companies took part, and 40 participating countries, and over 180,000 people visited the different pavilions. And yes, 22 companies, and there's a big list of companies from Broodman 17, Cypher SIP, Edgebase, NanoSend, TriEye, a lot of companies. But I found 4 companies particularly interesting that are going to present. So one of them is called Watergen, which has won the CES award for the Tech for a Better World category. And it's one of 2 companies that have won prizes. And what it does is it has a generator that can produce water from humidity. And it helped first responders in California when we had the fires recently. Mm-hmm. What it did is that it had generators in the field, and it generated water for the first responders.
Wow,
so that they
I didn't realize that.
Yes.
And we've had them on the show before. Literally making water out of thin air.
Exactly.
Who would think
exactly.
we'd have an ability to figure out
just there.
something like
it's
this.
filtered in the system itself. Minerals are added, and it's really something that you can drink. And it also partnered with an Indian company called Tata. Mm-hmm. And the purpose of the partnership is to supply clean water because there's a serious crisis.
Right, of course, being able to export the technology to more underserved areas. And what else is of note?
Well, we also have Lishtot, which means to drink, and they actually won the Time magazine 50. It was named by Times magazine the 50 Genius Companies of 2018.
Wow.
That's really an honor. And what it has is a keychain-like device, and what you do is you have to put something facing it. For example, a cup of water or a bottle of water, and what it can do is actually can tell whether it has contaminants. For example, whether it has E. coli, pesticides, lead, and even particular types of acid. And if there's contaminants, then a red light goes off. If there are no contaminants, then a green light goes off, and this happens really in 2 seconds. Now, why is this important? Because although the government puts in a lot of effort into supplying clean water, the water that goes from Kinneret, for example, to our faucets has to go through a lot of pipes, and it can be contaminated on the way. So by using Lishtot, you can tell whether your water is contaminated or not. And then we have Lumen, which is really fascinating, because of the growing awareness of eating healthy food, etc. So Lumen has come up with a nutrition device and app which actually can say whether you are burning carbs or fat.
Wow.
And it can also recommend a diet based on your eating habits and your goals. So let's say that you're going to the gym, you breathe into the device, it makes all the calculations, and it tells you whether you need to have an energy snack, for example, before you go to the gym in order to get a more effective exercise. And this is all done with artificial intelligence and a lot of smart technologies behind it. And it also tells you why you have low energy, for example. So not only what you need to eat, but why you are in a particular state. And then we have this company which is called Waycare, which we also mentioned on the show. And what they're doing is they help cities optimize traffic management. So a lot of times there are accidents in particular intersections, and what we can do is we can prevent these accidents by having first responders or even traffic police deployed in those areas, so it will deter people from driving and
being able to prevent
exactly
accidents and to manage traffic flow as well, right?
Yeah. So it can save a lot of time, a lot of money, because when we're stuck in traffic, we lose work time, we lose a lot of money because we're out of work, and a lot of people are dying around the world from accidents, about 1.3 million. So hopefully this is something that will lower the rate of people dying.
The technology even prevents one accident, one fatality. That's progress.
Yeah.